Other way around.
There we go. Welcome to the official Butthole Podcast, bringing you movies, video games, and randomness in between. Now bringing your hosts, Scott,
Wrong.
the Great Brandino, Gage's Rage, and Star Lamar.
So, girl.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah! That's what I like to hear. How's it going, everybody? We are bringing you episode 209 of the official Butthole Podcast.
Scott tried to hijinks this one. Said we'd never make it to 209.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He didn't want to show up for it.
There's a reason he's the shittiest member of the butthole.
Oh!
Well, there's a couple of reasons right now.
Yeah, maybe
Pooped his pants.
2.
Number 2.
Yep. But we are happy to be sponsored by the Blue Collar Media Group. They're great guys, not only on the East Coast, as I learned in a couple episodes ago, but across the world. Bunch of good guys, and happy to be part of the family. So thanks, Blue Collar. You guys are the boss.
Check them out. BlueCollarMG.com.
BCMG. There they are.
Lots of good podcasts on it. Not necessarily on the level of ours. We're the elite Blue Collar Media Group podcast, but there's a lot of great stuff. So if you like us, go check them out.
Hey,
You might like them slightly less than you like us.
There's MMA. There's basketball.
They have a few video games.
Other
guys.
sports ones.
Gambling.
Streamers. Gambling.
A whole
They
lot
got
of
it
stuff
all.
the butthole's into, so that's why we partnered with them, and it's been great so far.
What's into the butthole?
Pick your poison.
Hell yeah.
That's a fun game. You ever played it?
No, I thought that's just a saying, not a game.
It's a card game. It's like Cards Against Humanities
Yeah.
type shit. So it's mostly would you rather. Pick your poison.
Yeah.
Should almost grab that sometime and just fucking rip through a couple cards and questionnaires for you guys.
I got one. There's a game
Oh,
we played
shit.
at your house back in the day where you'd like pick the person that was most likely to
The voting game.
Oh, the
the
voting,
voting game.
Yeah.
So I bought one that was similar to that called Stir the Pot, and everything is like aggressive and bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like most likely to end up in prison, most likely to. It's all stuff that
like all the
you're-
TikTok trends
Yeah,
now.
you're supposed to play it, and it makes people mad. And I was watching a TV show that we could alter the way to play this game and not just vote on them with a card. We all have to be drinking the same thing, but everyone has a cup in front of them, and you vote by pouring into their cup, and then the people have to drink whatever in their cups afterwards.
Floribama Shore.
That's the show I was watching. Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's such a good show, man.
It's so bad right now.
New season's back?
I just hate
Yeah.
Gus.
Gus sucks.
What the fuck? Gus is the greatest.
Gus
What
is-
is-
Dude,
Gus
have you
is a
watched the
bad
last 2 seasons?
Human being. He's got some stuff going on.
Yeah, he's definitely working through some shit. Him and Jeremiah got into big fights.
Yeah, I saw
That
I
was
guess
last
that.
season.
Yeah.
So, like, he was obvious. So Jeremiah went out and was talking to a guy that Gus got into a fight with. They were all at the house.
That's right. And then he became buddies with him.
He didn't
He didn't-
become buddies
no.
with
Well,
him.
he just was cool with him, not like you're fighting with my best bud.
No,
like,
he was going to
Gus
walk
thought
out.
he should have been.
He was going to walk out there, and Gus is like, if you go out there, you're dead to me, essentially.
We're
I
done.
saw all that. That
That's
was
what it
2
was.
seasons ago.
Yes.
So now
that
there's
was
a new
last
season. Yep.
Now this season, Jeremiah comes back, and he was outcasted by the group.
Jeremiah was. Yep.
Yeah, so they had like VMAs, and they all got a Airbnb together, but they wouldn't let Jeremiah stay there.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And they were all kind of, well, I feel like Kodai and Kirk are just like Gus's bitches.
Yeah, they are.
And it bugs me because they're my 2 favorite people on the show. But they do whatever Gus wants them to do. And when Cody got in a fight with Gus and he just turned into a bitch real fast, started crying and apologizing, like
He didn't stand up for that at all.
They give too much power to Gus. But I digress. You continue what you're saying.
Gus, in this season, when it starts out and they pan to him talking to his brother, he built a fucking like tiny house out in the woods and is trying to be some sort of hipster lumberjack. So he's like, I just need to get away from people after last season. I couldn't be around, blah, blah, blah. And he's pissed off because now Nilsa's pregnant.
With him?
No.
No, another Gus.
Gus 2.0.
Oh, shit.
Legit, yeah.
Oh, my
legitimately another guy
God.
named Gus.
Same namesake. Jeez.
And so she's pregnant. She's due here.
Well, do you not think that
She did
there's
it on
this is like a
purpose.
this is a quarantine trip, right? They're not going out to bars. They're in a cabin in Montana.
oh,
This
shut
had to
the
have
fuck
been
up.
back in, like,
Quarantine.
September.
There's nobody else. So Gus is thinking, I'm just gonna go smash
They're
Nilsa
real.
all
Neil
trip.
said, yeah.
Like we're gonna be stuck together. This is gonna be the perfect time. I don't have any distractions outside of it. And then day one, he gets the bombshell. She's pregnant.
Well, wait. Now, if Gus was an optimistic guy, I mean, nothing can happen if she's already pregnant, right? I'm no scientist. I've never done this before. Brandon, maybe you can tell me.
No, you can't.
Can you get pregnant again?
You can't get pregnant twice at the same time.
Yeah, you can. Twins.
Shit.
Where do twins come from?
Well,
the egg is already being used.
When a mom and dad really love each other.
But, I mean,
she is in what she calls a committed relationship.
Ooh.
So,
I mean, she only
They
flirts
live
with Gus?
together and
they're starting a life.
She only
And
flirts
from-
with Gus then? Or?
not even
Not
so
even.
far.
What?
No.
How many episodes is it in?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's very sick of Gus's shit. They all are, except for
Everyone
Kodai and Kirk.
But even at the end of the last, are you caught up?
I believe I watched the most recent
End of the
one.
last one when he like ran away.
I saw the clip for next week.
Gus ran away?
He runs at the end of it, and Cody and Kirk are like, "Is that because of us? Like, what did we do?" And they just
So
keep making their drink.
So who are the girls? It's Amy, Nilsa.
Amy, Nilsa, and Candace. There's Courtney's not on it, and they didn't invite back Hurricane Martha, Maddie.
Megan?
Maddie.
Maddie, yeah.
Yep.
Because maybe that's why Gus is so pissed. He got his ass whooped on the challenge.
This is the second season since he's been on the challenge.
Yeah. And
Was it?
Because that's why they brought
Oh,
Maddie on.
Yes, yeah.
And I don't think there's any butthurt about that whatsoever, but there's definitely tension. And
He went back to his house, and Jeremiah and his brothers had packed up all of his stuff.
Because he was living with his
He was
his
living
brothers,
with them
right?
in Arizona or something like
Yeah.
that. And he went on some vacation after the show, and they packed up all his stuff and told him he has to get out. And he was real pissed about that. And that's what all the roommates were pissed at Jeremiah for. Jeremiah and Gus squashed it like night one in the hot tub. There's a lot of bros.
yeah, it
Being
was like
said.
they showed the pan of the clock like spinning. It was like 3 hours of sitting in the hot tub talking about, yeah, man, I mean, we used to be like really good friends, bro. And like, dude, like,
Bro, I never meant to hurt you, bro. Like, that's not my intention, bro.
and
I've had a bro apology before.
They dab it up. They dab it up at the end. They all seem to be good.
Gus
But-
had zero intentions of actually
Forgiving
him.
them. No.
Yeah.
And then they play this game, kind of like pick your poison. I don't remember what they called it, but essentially they're asking questions. Who's the biggest
Who's the
drama
biggest
queen?
slut? Yeah.
And
Gus.
who's over dramatic, I think is what it was.
It was
So,
who's the most entitled.
insecure. It's Gus first. So they asked a question about, I think it was insecurity.
That'd
And they
be
poured
Gus.
it into Gus's glass, and Jeremiah kind of like did this, like, well, yep, that's true, and pours it in there. And they're sitting right next to each other. And then it was who's the most entitled. And then Jeremiah couldn't let it go that they called him the most entitled. Like, what makes me entitled?
Show it off, bud.
And then Kodai and Kirk and
Oh,
Gus.
no, he
were-
said, "There's no way I'm more entitled than Gus."
That's such bullshit. Gus is a broke ass fucking single mom, whole big old story, right? And isn't Jeremiah the homeschooled piece of shit? Or
Yeah, but when you think about entitlement, I think both of them are entitled.
like,
because-
can't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
You're always right.
You're always the victim. I'm entitled to better treatment than you guys are. Just
I
because you
haven't seen
came from.
He never
bad
he
past
never
doesn't
talked
mean-
about it though. Gus never did. I always thought Jeremiah was the most entitled.
Yeah,
Like he's the
probably-
massive fucking
yeah. And he definitely, I would agree that
He
he
always
is,
thinks
but
he's right.
yes.
Gus is also entitled too.
Jeremiah talks down to fucking every person on the show.
The way he talks to people, it's like he's better than them. He knows
Yeah.
better than them.
Like he's entitled.
But Gus never thinks he's wrong.
Yeah.
Every argument he
So-
ever gets in, it's you're not understanding me.
Yeah.
Everyone's against me. Blah. It's like, so he thinks he's entitled to better treatment from other people.
That's
where
fair.
Jeremiah just thinks he's entitled because he's better than them. But this
They get into a
Gus,
fight.
Gus steps up and starts pushing on him, and Jeremiah says, "Sit down,
Fool.
fool," or something like that. And
See, that's what I mean. It's totally Jeremiah. Who,
Well, yeah,
who do you guys pour your drinks into?
Jeremiah. Definitely.
Okay.
I'm not,
so
but
you're
that
arguing
doesn't-
the other side.
but this just because he said you're also entitled, he starts swinging on him like right into his face and shit like that. Like
he was like clawing him.
Gus
Yeah.
was calling Jeremiah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeremiah didn't even swing at him. And this
like
is where
Gus threw like a hissy fit and starts trying to punch him in the face and breaks the table and scratches him, and Jeremiah's just like trying to dodge as best as he can and get out of the situation.
He
He says,
doesn't
"Why?
even-
Why are we fighting
Yeah.
right now? Like we had words with each other. Why are you swinging on me?" And
That's
so
fair.
that's where
And then
how
Kodai.
does-
and,
that's kind of entitlement by Gus. You can't say anything to me. You talk shit, you get hands.
Who are you pouring the drink into?
still
I
Jeremiah.
told you,
Okay.
but I think Jeremiah's the most entitled.
So-
Gus is the biggest bitch.
Kodai
There you
and
go.
Kirk are like talking up Gus afterwards, and like pretty much saying like, "Oh yeah, man, you got him good," blah blah blah, and talking him up. The girls are outside and they're on Jeremiah's side about it. And then it pans at the end of the episode of Gus like taking off, and he must have gotten into a
So
fight.
that was there a whole day later.
yeah,
They hung out the whole next day and went sledding, and they didn't really talk. And then he stole Candace's hairdryer.
Gus stole Candace's hair.
Yeah, and Candace had been looking for it for like
is
a
that
week.
is that episode played already?
Yeah.
I'm not caught up.
Oh, so yeah, you're a whole episode behind.
Last I saw was Candace accused him of taking something. He denied it, and she said, "You stole it," and then he gets upset that,
Was this must have been on the next episode because that's not exactly the. Train
this
of
was
events.
like the preview.
So we'll stop there. So this has turned into the Florbem Shorten review. You already listened to our thing, but it's a good show.
Gus is a tool, though.
All started on
Totally
a drinking game.
Pick
I
your
was going to
poison.
steal from it.
That's
yeah.
how we get off topic. I'm all in on that pick your poison game, though. Or the pour it into the drink.
Yeah,
I think
we
that'd be
can
fun.
we can take the cards from Stir the Pot and just instead of you voting by using cards, we vote
This
by.
sounds like butthole beefs. Left and right, man. This is gonna be Jeremiah and Gus 2.0, man.
Yeah, you talk shit, you get the hands, Gage. Watch out, man.
He's lightning quick. You should see him
Too
jerk
bad
off.
no one's a J. It stars a J off, I guess.
What'd you say? Fuck you say to me, Gage?
You know you're an entitled piece of shit.
We could do competitions instead.
Oh,
Like,
that's a great idea.
throwing
That'll
a-
never go wrong. With
No,
that.
I
Let's
like
play some
to stir the
stupid
pot.
fucking ring game
We
with
get-
silicone fucking rings. And
Get some of the other people in your family involved too, so everyone's fighting.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's,
love
always,
fighting.
that's always good.
one shot, Ronnie did. Fucking hammer slogging.
Oh. Not going to play that in my living room on draft night, but
I've got the best idea out of all of them. Let's just see who can throw a football the furthest.
Okay, but I get to pick which size football each person uses.
Which would you pick for yourself?
Me, probably like a 6th grade or 7th grade ball.
wrong
To
choice.
beat you.
You got to get the Nerf one with the aerodynamics.
You get. Is that what you pick?
I think so. The one with
The
like,
whistling ones?
so you can really fucking whip those if you get a good
You
one.
pick wrong too. I got this gift from my brother. It's like a football with wings. Fucker's dope. It'll go over 100 yards.
You have that,
Except for
and
if
you've
you look,
never brought it over.
Dude,
if you
I'm
look
not
in the
kidding. This is
butthole
like flying a plane.
code book.
Let's go to a football field.
We need, like, I'm not kidding. You need wind. It's got to go against the wind so it catches the
Yeah.
proper dynamics to fly up to get the flight. But it's got dials. It's got adjustments.
Do you think you could throw it over the pit
the entire pit?
from one side to the other? You can
It'd be
pick where
close.
you can pick where you throw it from, but I would assume
I'd throw away from the water.
Okay, should we go back and forth on excuses? Oh, it's not windy today. Oh, my arm hurt. I jerked off last night.
It's actually
And this
reverse psychology. The less you throw, the further it goes.
You don't need wind?
You do need wind, but
It's like
with
throwing a
power,
paper airplane?
For throwing power,
Yeah, well, you
it's
picked
about
wrong.
it's about the snap.
I have a
You
remote
guys can
control.
describe this to the viewers, but
Have you ever seen Legally Blonde?
the man and snap.
that's what it looks like. Spirit hands.
Yeah, it's like you don't even want to just throw it at the ground like 6 feet in front of you and just barely even flick it. And
Paper
you're
airplane.
just- Yeah,
Do you just spit?
yeah, a little bit. It's just my computer though. I saw this sick video for this paper airplane today. The thing was legendary.
Ooh, okay. I don't want to cut you off here.
Go for it.
We could do like competitions like that. Who can make
The best paper airplane.
the best paper airplane? Who can make the best cradle to drop an egg off the roof?
Like 5th grade science.
5th grade science
There's-
with the science with the butthole, I think, is a real thing. Star gives us science facts all the time.
Star brings the erupting volcano every week too.
Nah, it's Scott's butthole.
It's not that big of a volcano.
Heyo.
Well, it's erupting.
It's always erupting.
Have you guys ever had that happen to you? You ever trust a fart and shit yourself?
No. I've never even started not even sick or nothing like that. Though I guess the only time that I have shit myself, like Scott did, is when I am sick and it's coming out both sides.
Fair.
And I'm like running to puke and then I can't help it.
I'm man enough to admit it. I've sharted before. You're not an adult until you've sharted, in my opinion.
Don't know if that's the case, but I've done it as a child.
So you're not an adult?
Apparently not.
I know a star as a child, but you're not an adult. You have a kid.
I know.
You've never shit yourself.
Probably around 12 was the last time I sharted. Kitchen table.
I
2011.
I live by dude at the kitchen table. Sick. No,
Can you
it sounds.
leave?
I don't think
Food
this
was
was
good.
just a shart though, right? This was like a full shit pants, is what I read in the message.
So it's all up for the imagination, yeah.
Can go over real
There's
close,
conspiracies that he made it all up.
I'm telling
He
you
just
right
didn't
now.
want to come.
Next week, the Butthole has a new sponsor, and it's going to be Depends.
It's been a sponsor for a while.
On the private side.
We were talking about
No,
bar
public.
hopping to the cabin, and there's one trip up there where one member, not of the Butthole, but a fan, Radip, he pooped himself a little bit. And
Did he know it?
He was guessing.
No, we found out when
There
we
was no
got up there.
evidence.
No,
Until we got there.
we had no idea. Like we get up there and there's brown stain through the back of his pants. Like it was enough. We get up there and they're like, "What's that brown stain back there?" He looks like, "Oh shit, my pants." In
No
Kimball,
one smelt it?
in
runs
Kimball,
to the bathroom.
halfway through our trip up there.
He's like, "Yeah, there's a fucking streak in my pants."
And let me mind
Is
you,
he wearing white pants?
yeah, they're like
They're
tan
like the
shorts.
khaki, yeah.
We were bar hopping, stopping at every bar on the way up there.
A bar
this was a
town.
6-hour trip, and he did it halfway through. 3 hours, and not one of us realized he pooped himself.
Well, I mean, it was either a drink or a shot, and we were doing
It was
every
every
other.
bar, yeah.
And I think a few of us were going with Long Islands for our drinks. So
Bold choice.
Smart.
I don't remember a lot of that trip either.
Got yelled at the
But
last.
at least you kept your shit in.
Yeah, my shit technically,
Yeah.
but not my puke.
we were at Rooney's, the very last bar is where we stopped, and we're getting like it's a small bar, small town, like 50 people. Anything goes up there, essentially.
Was it 17 stops? How many? It was over 10, right?
Yeah, it was over 10 for sure,
It was like around 15, right?
roughly somewhere in that range.
I think my last two were Waters.
Had to
technically.
be, yeah, maybe 4.
Technically don't remember though. So
But at this bar,
last one.
the owner is yelling at Gage to get the fuck out. He's like, if he fucking pukes.
get the fuck out of here, and I just go out the back like, oh, here we go. And I was like in this porch deal and
Like, fell asleep on someone's shoulder on the 5-minute ride
No.
back to the cabin.
yeah, on the ride back.
Did you puke off the back there?
Yeah.
Off the back porch, yep.
No.
He was pissed, but
At least it was outside. We've been welcomed back. Not with open arms, but we're back.
I found out that someone I know got in a little bar fight this weekend. Have you guys ever been in a bar fight?
Never been in a fight. Someone told me that my face is too pretty to punch, and I've just rolled with that ever since I
Your
heard
mom
it.
sounds like a sweet lady.
She's a godsend.
No, I don't think I've ever been in a bar fight before. Well, no.
Yeah, me neither.
Outside a bar. Does that count?
The story I heard was pretty cool. The smallest guy was taking the buddy was talking shit. Smallest guy from the crew goes out there, and he's like, all right, let's go outside. Let's go. So it's just douchebag and then the smallest buddy from the group. And he's like, on his way out, grabs douchebag's friend. He's like, you're coming with us. So he took 2 guys out there with him to fight. And then the 2 friends that were with the small guy are like, fuck, we gotta go defend him. So they get out there, and he's already on the ground getting his shit kicked in.
The little guy?
Your guy?
No, little guy. The
little
guy I know was the
got
one who
cocky
came out.
and grabbed
Brought a
another
second
one?
guy out, yeah.
Man,
So then the 2 come out for backup, and they just smoke these guys that are on the little guy. And basically that's all. He had some busted up knuckles over the weekend.
I prevented a bar fight.
That's a good story.
Yeah. There was a bunch of kids in college, and one was, not in a good mindset, and he had recently watched Game of Thrones and thought he was like a sword fighter, tough guy. And we're all inside the bar. It's a small municipal bar, Cabin Town. And I just see a group start to gather outside. And I'm looking out, and I said, shit, that's him. And the whole group was like, fuck. And we all like jumped up and ran out there. And there's just a circle around him. And he's talking shit, telling me he beat up everyone there and all this stuff. And one guy was cocked back. And I was like, ran and I grabbed his arm as he was cocked back and just held it so he couldn't punch him. I said, stop. And I said, we called his girlfriend. He's getting picked up. Like, we're sorry. He's a douche or whatever. And the dude like turned around and looked at me, looked like he wanted to hit me, but he didn't. Probably because my face is too pretty to hit.
It's got to be it. Is that what he told you?
No.
That's what his mama said.
But after it all calmed down, we're like, he's gone. Like, we're getting rid of him. He's really drunk and acting stupid and blah, 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 all that bullshit. We're walking in, and that guy's buddy who I grabbed his arm said, you're lucky. I said, what? And he goes, yeah. And he points when we walk in, and there's blood on the ceiling. He goes, that's from the last person he hit. He's like, the guy said, I'm so surprised he didn't turn around and knock you the fuck out for grabbing him like that. And it's, I'm thankful he didn't. I told him all I'd buy him a drink in the bar, and it was past last call, thank God. I was like, sorry guys, next time. Going home tomorrow though, so I'll never see you again.
Hopefully.
Sorry, my friend was talking so much shit.
If Scott wasn't shitting himself, he could probably add to this story, but my brother is a big bearded guy, similar to your stature, and there's something about like being the big guy in your friend group. There's a guy, we call him the fuck wizard. He's a ginger for one. For two, anything he touches, he fucks up. So he's just got a long history of
I thought he was just into like
up.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, what does Wizard have to do with any of it?
He's I don't know.
He
just
magically fucks it all up?
Yeah, without his own intent, he fucks it up. So the fuck wizard always kind of gets round up and someone wants to punch him in the face or something. He's dancing on someone's girl, some shit, he's fucking up. And we're all out drinking, and my brother is there, and buddy from friend group that my fuck wizard friend is messing around with someone. He's like, all right, we gotta go. And then their big guy comes up to my brother. He's like, well, we gotta do this. And my brother's like, we gotta do what? Well, we're the big guys, so either we're gonna fight or we're not gonna fight. We decide, though. I think Scott always says, someone always sizes him up because he's always the guy
Big,
that's a
tall.
head over.
Oh,
yeah, everyone else. It's like, you take out the big guy first. Let them know you're serious.
Except for they don't know Scott there.
Scott, he's not a fighter.
No.
He's not a fighter.
Yeah.
I did hit a guy once for Scott.
Did you?
Yeah?
Yeah, we had a party.
Matt?
Well,
I've seen you beat the shit out of Matt. Now that I'm thinking of it.
that was not a bar fight.
Tell me about Nikola Tesla. Tell me about Nikola Tesla.
Magic Matt.
No, we had a party at our college house, and it was like last call. We're getting people out of our place, closing down shop, and this dude is like, I don't know, he's almost kind of sleeping on the futon in the basement, and we go to try and wake him up, and the dude like kind of looks up at us and then tries to fucking like kick Scott in the face while he's laying down. So I popped him one, and then his friends got him out of there.
That's the Brandon way.
That was one of two fights I've been in before. I got one in high school. This fucking chump stole Scott's
Pokemon cards.
Close enough.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
His iPad or iPod, like back in the day. So like the
Shuffle.
small, yes, pretty much. And
Nano.
nano color,
Mini?
pink.
It was definitely a nano.
Picture.
If I saw it.
Video.
No video. Oh, it might have been the first like iPod Touch.
iPod Touch. The ones that were like iPhones, but they just weren't phones.
And so the dude stole it, and then he ended up going into the principal's office, and Scott's dad came and like showed Scott's fucking name was like engraved in the back, proved it was his. The kid started crying, breaking down, whatever. And that's what Scott's dad told us. And so we were all sitting around before class started at a table, and I'm calling the fucker out. I'm like, you fucking took his iPad or iPod and you fucking cried about it at the I didn't fucking cry.
Don't
Did
be a
you want to
bitch.
fight? I was like, I'm not going to fucking hit you. So he comes up behind me and starts like swinging at the back of my head. And I get up and I hit him a couple times in the nose, and he ends up getting a bloody nose. And I was just like, all right, fuck it.
Suspended?
No, neither of us got in trouble for it.
Really?
What the fuck?
Yeah. The lunch lady, because we're in the lunchroom, was just fucking sitting there, like, not like looking over and then like looking away and didn't want anything to do with it.
I don't think there was a fight that happened in my high school that people didn't get in trouble for.
No, we didn't get called down. Nothing happened. Yeah. We didn't say anything. I mean, the whole school knew because, I mean, shit travels in a school, but
A school of 13 people.
yeah, it was 14.
The one that shot across my school was the Breezy Stomp. Rashonda, absolutely.
There was a name for this fight?
Dude, I'm not kidding. She started
The Thriller in
smacking
Manila.
it was like this gay kid was friends with all these black girls, and he said something wrong to Breezy that she did not like, and she started hitting him. And it was like right outside of the main office. So like vice principal, principal, they're all right there, all the administrative staff. And it was like right in the front entrance too. And Breezy's hitting this dude, and then he stumbles backwards, and then Breezy jumped up with 2 feet and stomped his ass.
Oh, man.
Breezy wasn't a small girl
Maybe,
either.
maybe we shouldn't be using Breezy's real name.
I don't know. I think she's changed her name by now. She's tough to find.
You've looked for her?
He just
She
wanted
was
to
my
rekindle
neighbor.
some
She was a
stuff.
neighbor back in the day. We
Oh,
were in the
really?
same school bus, man.
You
I
didn't
didn't
fuck with her
fuck with
after
Breezy.
that. I bet.
Did not fuck with Breezy not one time. Yeah, she had the respect of the whole school after that. She was a freshman, and that kid was like a junior. It was
He had
serious.
the respect of the whole
The breezy stomp. I
The
love
Breezy
it.
Stomp. Yeah, if
I
you know,
love it.
you know.
We didn't have terribly too many fights in our school. We had a couple girls go at it, pull some hair plugs out, and
Our school was
scratch.
big into the body boxing. Like you go into the locker or the bathroom and box some douchebag. I never did it, but
We had a locker room fight that one dude got his jaw broken,
ooh,
and he was like a wannabe gangster kid fighting a kid who we all thought was an actual gangster kid, but the wannabe gangster kid was new, and they're just talking shit in the locker room, and they're like, "Are we doing this?" And he goes, "Yeah," and he goes to push him. There's one punch, and you could just hear the right when he punched him, and
so the wannabe guy's jaw broke.
no, the wannabe, yeah. And he immediately started holding it and crying, "You broke my jaw!" And we're all like, what the fuck? And
You wanted to fight?
a couple suspensions, and I don't even know if that kid came back to our school. To be like,
I wouldn't.
That's like my
You
only
gotta
memory.
move. You gotta move.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he was brand new. Like he'd only been there for like a week, and his parents were probably like, "No, it's not the right fit."
Well, you know, it's like prison. When you go to prison, you pick a fight with the biggest guy, and you win. Nobody
run it.
fucks with you.
No,
You're
I
Rocket, man.
I would walk in that prison.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'd walk up to the biggest guy there and
Grab
look
his
him
pockets.
straight in the eye, and I'm gonna suck your dick.
Yeah, kiss him right on the lips.
Let's
They never see that coming.
Me and you we're gonna be good friends.
By the time we're out of here, you're gonna know my mom's name.
Starlita.
Jeez,
Don't go to prison.
tangents.
His dad is Star Lord.
Yeah. We played Rocket League this weekend. We did a trio.
I squatted up. I think we went like 7-2. We weren't.
like
We were
that.
fucking rolling those bitches.
We
Not
only
that
got
last team.
we only got pumped once. Well, we had some wins after that. Once we left and went back in,
Yeah, it's true.
we ended on a high note.
Yep.
Super fun. I can't
Awesome
believe it
game.
took me this long to play the game.
Star was kind of speculating why Rocket League is now free for PlayStation. Maybe, if they're bringing up Rocket League 2 or something. I was kind of skeptical because it's such a main game in the competitive scene. I actually logged on Fortnite, which is also made by Epic Games, and I saw they're doing a Rocket League Fortnite crossover.
So maybe that has something to do with it.
But
That's coming up. It's not out
Fortnite
yet.
has like you can spend a lot of money on different things, can't you?
Yes.
I don't know
Yeah.
if Rocket League has that same amount of like money making that they can make on it.
They do, though. I
They
mean,
do?
They have
you saw
microtransactions?
you saw my cart, right?
Oh,
Oh,
I had
you
that.
spent money on
I
it?
didn't spend anything, but I also I played like about a full year ago, last springish, and being in like the first season, like the inaugural season, they gave me a bunch of stuff because I was like an original player.
Gotcha.
But you get stuff after like every game.
You
Let's
do
say-
right now because you're brand new. But once you play
I have
for a
my
while,
Xbox account. I'm like
Oh.
95% of everything you can get.
but you can
earned.
still buy stuff. You know, there's still
Yeah.
stuff behind the paywall for Rocket League. So if you want, you can pay for it.
But it's not as big as Fortnite's.
Yeah, where Fortnite can be free
Yeah.
because they're making all that money. This one costs money because they
Not
can't.
making
You're
the
buying
transactions.
battle passes, you're buying skins, you're buying dances.
There's season passes for Rocket League. There's skins. There's boosts. There's flags. There's hats. There's the songs that play after you score a goal.
That's
There's
true.
lots of
That's fair.
customizability,
Yeah.
and you can't. I didn't get any free songs. I looked. Can't get a song for when I score unless you pay. So
You can't even earn them?
maybe you can earn them, but I don't have any yet.
Not good enough.
I don't play that much either.
Fair. We're going to play more, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna be running a butthole squad.
Unfortunately, it's going to be just 3 of us because
Scott is.
he's moving in a few weeks, and he decided the first thing that goes into boxes is his PlayStation.
And the wet wipes.
No, that stays out. That
Yeah,
stays
he's
out.
gonna need to unbox
Yo.
that one.
Here's the thing. He lost. You beat him, right?
Yeah,
No.
I smoked him.
Okay, so you smoked him. We were both like 13-1 or something like that.
And this is the
somewhere in that
Butthole
range.
Madden League.
Yes, Butthole Madden League. We're both
BML.
tied, but he's got the upper hand. We couldn't figure out what the tiebreaker was, but he was first place. I was second place.
Which, in seeding wise, was the number 1 seed and the number 5 seed.
Yeah, exactly, because we're in the same division.
We're
So,
all in the same division.
big difference. And after you beat him, I think he's played one game and he's closed up shop. I think he's just calling it quits. I think you ruined the Madden League by beating Scott.
You know, I've never been more proud of myself. I'd like to thank Gage's Rage for giving me a whooping that put me in the mindset to want
Put you in that dark place where you had to come back
to
from.
ruin Scott's Madden
did I
life.
I would like
lose
to
to
offer you one of
Gage.
these, Star.
Woogity, woogity, woogity.
Now,
Oh, we can put it.
Gage is also offering up thanks to Star Lamar because
Yeah.
he's like, fuck this shit.
Thank God we're done with that fucking league. That's some bullshit if I ever saw one.
How can we not make it through 2 seasons?
How do I get the first pick and I pick the absolute worst team?
Your
The
own
team.
fault, though.
Dog, I didn't know that they didn't have first round picks for the next 2 years.
We did. Nobody.
And second, dude, I had no picks. I was the worst team. I'm the worst player, and I got
How-
the worst.
How
You
much
guys are all
better
indoor
improved would your
stadiums,
team be?
California living. I'm playing in fucking snow half the year, and I got no first round picks.
Every
Scott's
home game
behind
is
the door
rain.
trading fucking 37-year-old lineman for number 3 overall pick, and I don't even have a first. Some bullshit, man. That the whole thing was fucked.
Okay, so your first round pick, it's not like it's going to be that much of a difference. However,
Fuck
if you traded your first round pick,
So now we're talking about one draft and one season, right? So my first round pick doesn't see the field.
you picked a bad guy.
No, I didn't. I just have depth. My team that I drafted originally is better than the people I drafted.
I'm telling you right now, I could have used one of them cornerbacks.
my rookie 82 overall left tackle Star Development is starting for my team, but
Yeah, the left. Yeah, my tackles could use a hand or two. Could have used a
Yeah.
first round pick on one of them.
a lot of them, your quarterback.
And you were picked 32.
Yes, I was. I was at the end.
I would not have been picked 32.
I think I
No.
got a left tackle that is nowhere near that, and I picked
I-
him third.
I might have. I don't know if I've got him in the first round though. He could have been one of those like third round, first round development guys, which I think is what happened. I'm just saying.
Well, we're
not a
all
fan.
going to forget how to play in 2 months when Scott decides to unbox his PlayStation 5. If he even actually has one.
They're
He was
mythical.
talking so much stuff about how that was the last thing that was going to be packed. Are you moving tomorrow, Scott? Is that why you shit yourself? Because you're moving?
Could be. He's a few days away.
I hope so.
He just got a puppy,
And he's a new father. Congratulations to Scott on becoming a father again.
changing diapers and shit.
That's not fun.
No, I mean, diapers aren't that bad.
I've changed one.
Scott's changing a few now
Mm-hmm.
on himself. But
Now I ask my mom to change them for me.
what a gal! What a gal!
I don't know what else to talk about, boys. I mean,
That might be it. Oh,
We
there
did- we
was
played some games.
a fan question on Facebook.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah?
I didn't see it on there, but
It's from
if
our
you
top
remember it.
fan, Tyler Fleming.
Nice.
What a guy.
And he asked, would you rather, you asked for would you rather questions.
I
You remember
did,
posting that?
I did throw that out there, yep.
He said, would you rather walk in on your parents having sex or have your parents walk in on you having sex?
Star, what's your answer?
My answer, well, I
Thanks,
think,
Tyler, for the question.
yeah, thanks, Ty.
Ty, you're the man.
I think he's a top fan. If you notice, he has that badge.
Sup, Ty?
I'm a pretty mature person. My parents are mature people. People have sex. It's just what happens. I don't think that situation should be all that embarrassing. I think, just give each other privacy. If you walk in, you don't say anything. That being said, I would rather walk in on my parents because then they're the ones who should feel embarrassed and not me. They're the ones who's like, God damn it, he saw that. Let's buy him more Christmas presents. Make him forget it. Get him a new PlayStation.
What are you, fucking 7? You're not going to forget it at 30.
People have sex.
Yeah, but what, a PlayStation 5 is going to make you forget that your
Yeah, I'll
dad
be
was
too
hitting
busy-
your mom from behind?
I'll
I
be
mean,
too busy playing video games. What's your answer, Brandino?
walk in on me 100%. I don't have that much shame. If that happened to me, I'd be like, fuck.
What'd you say? Say, want some chips, bitch?
Maybe.
Take a picture, it'll last longer.
No, don't do that. I don't want to walk in on my parents. Nothing in me wants that to happen. If they walked in on me, that's on them.
I don't think
That's not my
you
memory.
have that risk, though, because they're probably loud. Gage? Like, if
Great
you,
answers, boys. That'll end this podcast.
No. Gage's rage. How many
Okay,
times
don't
have you
leave our
walked in
top
on?
fan.
So if I had to have Star's parents walk in on me, or I had to walk in on Brandon's parents, I guess I would choose next week. No, okay. So being totally honest, I've walked in on my parents. My parents have walked in on me. If I had to choose which one would happen again,
You were saying that.
yeah, I guess my
Well,
parents.
you don't have to choose which one would happen again, just which one was worse.
Oh,
If it has actually happened, which one was more embarrassing or more harmful to
wait.
your...
Then I'd pick the other one, right? Because which one would I rather have happen?
Yeah.
I'd rather have them.
Well, let's be honest.
Fuck.
Gage is fucking a
my
pineapple.
I'm
They
joking.
walked in on him, but they didn't know it.
No, I'd rather go in on them, I guess. They made me. It's all natural.
Yeah. You're just watching it live. It's a rerun.
Just
Okay.
a
You
little
were
wrestling.
there.
Just a little wrestling.
Now let's change this up a little bit. Would you rather have your parents walk in on you masturbating, or you walk in
Banging.
on your parents masturbating?
Baiting. Oh.
I'm taking myself. Walk in on me again. Like, leave real quick though.
Where,
I don't know,
Where is it in
sometimes
the
I have,
process?
like,
Where is it in the process?
Pants off. and
Yeah.
I'm
Just
spread
start.
out, like ready.
Am I close to finishing?
You're
Oh,
close. You're close.
That's the worst. There's the moment where
You're gonna
you can't
lock
stop.
eyes and then
Yeah.
you're gonna come.
During the vinegar strokes.
There's no turning back point where it's like, Mom, Dad. Yeah. Next week on the
Great
Butthole.
answer, Brandon. Great answer. No, send us your would you rather's.
Yeah,
Pick
that was
your
fun.
poison.
Thanks, Ty.
Ty's got the good ones.
Great talker. Don't ever want it to happen. Great talker.
Again.
That should do it for tonight. I think we all have bad times. And what a perfect note to end on. Go jerk off.
Bye.
Don't get caught.
Check out our website, www.officialbutthole.com. We're on all socials at officialbutthole. Please leave us a rating and review on Apple Music, and we'll see you next time.
What a perfect way to end it. Go jerk off.
Don't get caught. Oh, man. You suck.
Let's not talk for a week. That's so fucked. I walked in on my grandpa having sex once. So.